Hi everyone, just wanted to make a quick video about how you participate in the new staking pools on Vouch, and more in particular if you have participated in them already, how you migrate from the old pools to the new pools. So just a bit of background. We launched the capital pool and the standard pools. One is to stake your vPulse, so I'll jump to that page now. So the capital pool is for staking your vPulse, and the standard pool is for staking your Vouch. So we launched these two pools probably a week and a half ago now, and unfortunately there was a little bit of an accounting error where the rewards weren't getting calculated correctly, so we've had to subsequently relaunch the pools. Now what that means is you're going to have to, if you've participated in the old pools, which you can see on this tab here, you need to unstake from them and migrate across to the new pool. So what we'll do in this video is we'll assume that maybe you've participated in the old pools, and I'll show you how to get out of those easily. And then for people that are new to the pools, I'll show you how you participate in these new pools as well. We might as well make use of a video that does both things. Okay, so the pool tab looks like this, and if you're new to it, this is the tab you would go to, is the Vouch token staking pools. This is the old pools, we'll cover that in a moment, and the LP token staking is not out yet, so don't concern yourself with that. Now, normally when you stake in either the capital pool, there's a 3-day cooldown period to unstake, or in the Vouch pool, there's a 5-day cooldown period to unstake. So what we've done on the old pool is we've reduced that to instant. So when you unstake in the old pool, it will become instantly available to restake back in the new pools. There's no point having people hang around in the old pools waiting for claims to mature. Let's just get everyone migrated across. Now what you'll see on this tab, the old pools, it's unstake only, so you can't make a mistake, you can't stake in the wrong pool. We've actually disabled that. Most people have already exited out of the capital pool. There's only a small amount in there, so I won't cover that in this particular video, just for the sake of time. What I will do is show people how to get out of the Vouch pool and migrate across into the new pool. Pretty simple. At the moment, like I said, you can't stake, you can only unstake, so it's defaulting to the correct tab for you already. And if I had a position in here, what I'd just come and do is click max, and that would select the entirety of your stake, get it ready to unstake. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to make that 100, and I'll click on the unstake button. And now it's a two-step process, so I'll click unstake. Now you can't see what I'm doing here, but my wallet interface has popped up where I can process the transaction. What I would suggest is you set the speed to fast. It doesn't cost much on Pulse Chain to go from normal to fast. So set it to fast, and I'll just sign that now. And I have heard reports, depending on what RPC you're using on Pulse Chain, sometimes there's a bit of a lag getting your transaction into the mempool to get processed. So if you're finding that, maybe select a different RPC or something like that, but see how you go. So you can see that was pretty much instant. That transaction went straight through, and it's gone to cancel unstake, but give that a couple of seconds and it's going to change to claim unstake. So that was that process of, rather than waiting 5 days, we've set it to instant. So there's just a brief period where the user interface, the UI, just needs to pick up that there's no wait period anymore. Okay, so now it's saying our active unstake is in progress. The amount was for 100 Vouch, and it's now ready to claim. So let's click on claim. Once again, you can't see me doing this, but I'll process that transaction. And you'll see our staked amount has dropped. It dropped by 100, and that will end up in our wallet. Perfect. So we've just unstaked. It's as simple as that. Now, what I do once you've done that unstake is come across to the new pool, and you can see our staked amount here is 190, but let's stake the 100 that we just unstaked. So I'm assuming you're just migrating the whole balance across. Once again, if you wanted to, if you had, depending on how much Vouch you've got in your wallet, you could click max, but that will take the max in your wallet. So if you just want to migrate the amount you unstaked, put in the specific amount. One quick query that I've heard people say is, why do I have to always approve every time I want to stake? And the way this user interface is designed is when you put in a figure here and click approve, it will only approve that amount you put in, which is the safe and correct way to do things. If you're a savvy user, once you click on approve, you can manually edit that amount if you intend on doing more than one stake transaction. And that way you won't have to constantly approve. But for most people, just go with the default. I'm going to do it now. So what you can't see is it's popping up and saying approved token amount of 100, and I click sign, and that approves that amount of 100, and our button will, so once the approval's gone through, it changes to stake vouch. Now, if I was to come and add a 0 on here, you'll see I'll have to do a reapproval because I didn't approve for 1,000, I only approved 100. Okay, so let's run our stake. Once again, sign the transaction. And we do have a little bit claimable there. We'll probably find, will that claim that as we go through the stake process? Let's see. So it's just running that transaction now. Okay, staking successful. It claimed any existing claim we had there on our rewards, and if we had holder rewards, it would claim them as well. You can see our amount staked has bumped up to 290, and we've instantly started getting some rewards. Okay, awesome. So that's pretty much it. That's how you migrate from the old vouch pool into the new vouch pool. That took all of 2 minutes. Like I said, we'll might as well make the most of this video and show people how to participate in the capital pool if you haven't done so before. So I've just showed you how to stake vouch, regardless of whether you're migrating or just staking for the first time. Process is the same. How do we do the capital pools? This is a little bit different in that we can select either vPulse if you already hold vPulse, or Pulse. Now what happens is we'll do it 2 ways. Let's stake some vPulse. Once again, got to do our approval, so let's run our approval. And you'll see our staked amount will go from, here, from 174, and it'll jump up to 174. And you'll see the pulse amount will also go up because we're doing a calculation on the ratio of vPulse to pulse, and it auto calculates the equivalent amount of pulse. So still waiting for our approval there. It's taking a little bit longer this time for whatever reason. We'll give it a moment. There we go. Approval successful. Let's do our stake. We'll confirm that. And this is where you'll see our amount go up once we're finished depositing that. And you'll see both of those figures jump. Cool. So we've put in an extra 100 vPulse, and it's calculated the equivalent amount of pulse that represents. Okay, so that's if you've got vPulse. Now, if you didn't have vPulse, 2 ways you can get vPulse. You can come back and stake here and get some, or with this new feature, rather than have to stake your pulse and then come and stake your vPulse, we can go, cool, let's just select an amount of pulse we want to put in. So let's put in 10,000. And the reason why I'm choosing 10,000 is there's a minimum requirement on the Vouch protocol to stake 10,000 pulse. So let's do that now. And you'll notice we didn't have to do any approvals because we're dealing with the native asset on the chain. And we'll let that process through. Cool. We can see that it's already reflected in our balance up here. And it's just waiting for the UI to, there we go, it's just updating. Cool, so it's accepted that amount of pulse we put in. Now, the thing you'll notice is we put in 10,000 pulse, and then it's converted that into the equivalent amount of vPulse. So this amount here is less than the 10,000 because vPulse actually goes up in value every day against pulse. And that's really important to understand if you're using the capital pools. So what you'll see, if you were to come in and put in this amount of vPulse, so let's just assume this was our first stake and we put in this amount of vPulse, over time you'll see this go down in token count, but you'll see this go up in the amount of pulse, because that's what the capital pool is doing. You're giving up 65% of the yield. So at the moment we're running about 10% yield on if you hold vPulse. So you're choosing to give up 65% of that to the pool rate. So you get to keep the other 35%. In this case, it's about 3.5%. But what you're doing for giving that up is you're looking at the pool APY, and you want to see that being substantially larger than the original 10% you're giving up. So you're always ahead as long as these two values add up to be more than the 10% is an easy way to look at it. So why does that mean your vPulse goes down? Because the protocol, this pool, is scraping a little bit of the vPulse to turn it back into pulse to go and buy Vouch off the market and create more validators and do everything the Vouch protocol does to distribute the rewards that you get for participating in it. That's what the capital pool does. That's the flywheel effect of the capital pool. So you choose to give up some native pulse yield to get more rewards back in these tokens here. Okay, that's how the process actually works. Awesome. So that's pretty much staking in a nutshell. Now, happy to answer more questions and the like in Telegram. I don't want to make this an overly long video. The most important thing was how do we migrate from the old pools, and for new people, how do you participate in the two types of pools that are active, being the capital pool and the standard pool. So hopefully that's been helpful for you and you understand how to migrate, but also more importantly how to make use of the new staking pools. It's an exciting part of Vouch that's launched, and really interesting to see how the effects this has on the protocol. I think it's going to be pretty cool to watch, where we've introduced essentially a third revenue stream into the ecosystem. So really looking forward to seeing how that plays out longer term, and how it rewards everyone, all the different players in the ecosystem, no matter whether you're a validator, a staker of just Pulse, or a holder of Vouch and a staker of Vouch as well. I think it's going to be really interesting to see all the dynamics play out. So have fun with it, guys. Always be safe and be careful. Word of warning, if you're in Telegram, don't listen to DMs. There's so many scammers out there. There's fake Vouch sites. There's people impersonating me. So just please be safe, but have fun. Okay, bye for now.